There we go. Okay, all right. We won't do that again with the mic. Yeah, we're not gonna mess that up again. Welcome to the Moon Show. Happy Tuesday night for you guys. Wednesday morning for me in beautiful Thailand. Not so beautiful today, actually. The weather, unfortunately, is matching the charts. You see, clouds. Nothing but clouds. Gloom and doom right now, fam. Not looking good. Especially if you're in DeFi. It seems like DeFi only works when price goes up. You know, in a bull market, DeFi's great. All these yields are realistic. When the price continues to trend down, DeFi is not good. That's why I'm like pivoting everything right now to liquidity. Unfortunately, I'm chasing a few airdrops, specifically Hilo. I had just posted about Hilo the other day. The XSOL, dude, my XSOL bag is wrecked down 50, like nearly 50%. It's like 40 something percent. I'm over exaggerating, but it's like bad. And then we bought the dip. We've been buying the dip sub 100 for a while now, and it just keeps dipping. Last month we top blasted like 94, accumulated some more at 80. Cycling out, you know, Sol into like other like DeFi plays and airdrops, you know, because like just price continues to go down. And those prices are going down also. But it's all right, man. You know, long term, looking at things, still bullish. Short term for summer, not so great right now, fam. Especially if you're trying to like, you know, be out doing things, traveling this year, going to Islandau. Coming up on that this weekend. Gonna make a trip down this weekend. Got everything getting finalized with like the villa and everything. They started already, but it was like first week, like middle of the week. Also had a bunch of calls. Wanted to get these Moon Show streams under wraps, and yeah, man, you know, just. We got a lot of work to do. But let's check out some stuff. Wait, hold on. Let me get everything set up with the screen share. Hopefully you guys are doing good. Let me actually check in with the chat. Make sure you guys are doing good. No one in the chat yet. All right. Get things going. Ooh, market is not looking great right now, fam. And like, I'm not even gonna try to give you like a technical analysis on like what's happening, why this is going on like this, you know, what the deal is. I don't know what to tell you guys, you know? This is well, one of my bags is up. Remember that remember we had what AI project did we have on recently? And we bought that like Covenant token. That was just like one of the random tokens on like their website. It was like the project was in the chat, and so we bought the token, and they hit us up, and now that token is up right now. That's probably like, you know, that's up like 20 something percent right now. We put in one Solana, it's like 1.4. A good trader would sell right now. You know, that's what like a good trader would do. It was like it would sell, take profits, bank that like, you know, 0.4 profit. But Solana's like $70, you know, going down. So then like the idiot Fox and me is like, no, we're long term community members now. That's all right. Where was I? Oh yeah, gotta share, screen share, studio mode. Let's get this set up. Yo, shout out Sagadao also. Excited to see you guys in a couple days. Got some big announcements planned with them. Gonna be shooting some content. Got some cool things planned. Hyped. I'm hyped. Woof. Woof, chat. Things are not looking good. But let's see what is looking good. Wait, hold on. Let me switch to screen share. All right. Backpack token up 20%. Shout out Armani. Hype slowly climbing up. Jito up a little bit. Meta X stock. Collector Crypt. That's been my saving grace, dude. Shout out Maurice, who's been telling me to grab some card token. But I'm not swing trading this. I am strictly providing liquidity. And the liquidity pools on Meteora have been very good to this Fox with card token this week. Mainly just card USDC. I'm also I posted in the thread with all the airdrops that X points, the stocks that I'm farming, and I've gone from holding to providing liquidity. Meteor, I don't think Meteor is part of the X points campaign, unfortunately. Otherwise, I would just keep everything on Meteor. It's by far, in my opinion, the best like liquidity providing tech. But Radium is also pretty sweet, and they give you a bonus boost if you're providing liquidity. So right now, I providing liquidity for just two X stocks, Nvidia and SP500X. I'm gonna dabble into more, probably get some Tesla, but like I saw like Meta is up. Google had like a big day yesterday in stocks. I was watching Easy's stream. He's a really good streamer. He's a really good trader also. Shout out Easy, man. But I'm more in like the DeFi, providing liquidity, and Meteor has been like a saving grace. But you know, if you're trying to climb up the leaderboard on the X points, holding it, they used to be like more clear about it. Like a few weeks ago, it was like more clear. It was like 1x for holding, 3x for like borrowing or like lending, and then there was like a 5x or something for like providing liquidity. Now it's just like you just earn X points across the board. But I'm pretty sure you still get a bonus boost for providing liquidity or lending and borrowing. So I just hop on Radium and just provide liquidity. You know, USDC, Nvidia, SP, chilling. Same thing with card, token, USD. I'm not doing any Solana pools right now. You know what I mean? Like it's just, to me, I'd rather, if we're doing DeFi right now, I'd rather just half the liquidity that we're putting in is in stable at least. So it's yeah, it's been a lot of lessons, dude. And hopefully this high-low airdrop is worth it, because I've cycled out also, because I had the high-low plus Sol. I cycled that into bulk trade because I'm a shitty trader anyway. I'm not gonna be using like bulk trade or any of these platforms like Flash. Shout out Flash Trade, but I'm not gonna be using them. I'm just providing liquidity. So like Flash, like I just like grab their FAF token and just stake that. And they have like a few DeFi protocols, so I'll just throw some USDC in there. Same thing with bulk. Like I just hold the LST. You know, I was doing the paper trading challenge. It was a little wonky. Like some of my trades like weren't like registering, but whatever. You know, I'm not like a big trader and stuff, and it was a lot of losses. There was a few wins there, but mainly losses. So and we got a couple aura points also. You know, so you know, I'm not expecting anything. I just want to support the homie K Dot, and we got to actually chill at Koh Samui when we went to Island Dao, not last year, the year before. So I got to meet him and hear about bulk like in the early stages, like almost 2 years ago. So definitely want to support the homie. Definitely want to. I would like to. I've been around traders for years at this point. When I first came into the ecosystem, I was running morning show Coffee and Crypto. Shout out Clutch and Andrew. And they did everything they could in their power to teach me how to trade, man. I like sitting down, like individual lessons, showing me all like the Bollinger Bands, the resistance, you know, the EVM and stuff, you know, looking at the 40 back to the, I don't know, man. It's boring to me, number one. I know like making money boring, I know, wow, but there's so many ways to make money in this world. And it's just like having to constantly sit there and monitor the position. And granted, like I do hop on my phone a lot and monitor my Meteora positions, but it's a lot more. It's a lot easier, and I've gotten down to a system right now, and I'm no longer like even chasing like the runners or the plays. Like shout out to LP Army, out there in the trenches, like for real. But I'm more. I like passively earning revenue while I'm either accumulating or taking profits on tokens I have a long term interest in. So, and card would be one of those tokens. And it just so happens that this week and the past week, there's been huge resurgence in RWAs, and Collector Crypt's been leading the way. And I just think it was no brainer to be part of this token. But I didn't want to spot trade it. Wait, hold on. I got to fix that was something else. I got to put that on my to-do list. I gotta figure out how I can remote control the webcam of the Osmo. Let me check on the chat really quick before it goes too long. What up, Ace? Some liquidity. Yeah, me too, brother. Me too. I feel you, dude. I'm waiting on payday right now, dude. And we're gonna buy some more, and then what'll happen is it'll dip some more, and we'll be down even more. So it just, but eventually it'll go up. Eventually, but. We're definitely switching strategies, and we're hoping some of these airdrop plays pay off this year. If not, this will be like the last year where we're like farming airdrops, But I mean, dude, I got my plays. It's all about just like creating revenue streams. Just like solid revenue streams. I prefer revenue streams that get paid in USDC. Those are my favorite rewards now. Just getting rewarded in USDC. That's why people are mad at the Magic Eden token, and it's just like, dude, just that, like, now, okay, I get it. If you were buying anywhere above $1, and that it ran to like $9 or $10, right? Magic Eden token ran, right? So I get it. If you were buying Magic Eden token anywhere like above like in between $1 to like 10 or whatever it was, I feel you right now. But at this point, like sub 10 cents, dude, you're for like $100, $200, you're getting like double your allocation that you had at that time if you would have sold. So, and you might as well just ride it out, especially if you're staking, because if you stake, it doesn't just add another 4 years on top of it. You set the lock for whatever time it was over the past year and a half. You set the lock, and now you're waiting 4 years for that. But as you add to it, it's just adding to that pool of the 4 years. And the thing that I love about Magic Eden right now is that they're doing the rewards in USDC, right? And like, whatever. I'm not here to judge their business, right? You know what I mean? Like, whether they do NFTs, marketplace, have their wallet, don't have their wallet, do other change, just do Solana, do the dicey. I don't care. I know Poppy, I know the team, and at the end of the day, they've generated so much revenue, and they have a really good team of engineers, developers, product team, and I think they're going to do something. And it doesn't matter what they do, in my opinion, because as I'm just here to benefit off of the rewards of staking and holding the token. And then hopefully in like my tokens unlock on January 3rd, 2030. So hopefully at that time, the tokens are worth above $1 again. So I'm going to continue accumulate. I think like I'm going to max out, probably I'll like tap out like at 10,000 ME tokens. I think that's like a fair amount. Because then if it goes back to like what, like $9, you just made like 90K, bullish, and then in 2030, I start the year off, fresh tax year, and hopefully it's good. But until then, I'll just keep adding, and I hope that they do well, because every month, like it's been a sure shot. I've been going on and claiming the USDC rewards, and granted, it hasn't been a lot. It's been $1.50. I think like $3 was the highest. Last month was only like 50 cents or 60 cents, or whatever, dude. It is at least like they're giving me USDC, right? So I hope that they get rewarded, Same thing with like the flash trade with the FAV token. That's why I'm like just staking it, because it's like whatever, dude. It's like I don't trade. I'm not gonna be like heavy on the platform, but I think it has product market fit, and I think they're gonna do well, and I think they have a good team. So I'm gonna just buy the token, stake it, and they reward me in USDC with revenue share. I'm all about that. Same thing, Meteora. I'm bullish on Meteora long term. I don't care about swing trading the token. I think eventually it's gonna go back over. It's gonna go over $1. Eventually, like long term. They generate revenue. They do buybacks. They continue to ship. They're growing their community. It's a great product. I think it's a great product personally. So I'm just gonna keep providing liquidity, Meteora USDC. Anytime I acquire Meteora, just throw it into the pool, add liquidity, and USDC and match it, dude, and that's it. Just ride it out and then just continue to earn rewards in USDC. Because like the Met gets compounded back into that, and you get rewarded the USDC, which is bullish, and that's what I'm about. I'm all about like creating now revenue streams that reward me in USDC. That to me is like so bullish long term, because then let's say you go on once a month, you claim your rewards. Up, this week's the week to claim, right? First week of the month, time to go and claim all my rewards and my revenue streams. This is bullish because now I get paid in stablecoin, and I can go out and basically buy this serious dip. This is like, because this is the time you want to be deploying capital right now. I'm comfortable here between $70 and zero at this point. Sub $100 Solana, I'm bullish. You know what I mean? Like sub $100 Solana, like I'm bullish, like still acquiring more. Because at the end of the day, you look at like zoom out, macro, we do go over 500, hopefully over 1,000, Fox willing one day. It's not gonna matter about like $80, $65, it's just long term. Buy Solana, stake it. But right now we're in a rough position. It's been, I've noticed like over the years, I've like diversified way too much. And NFTs have taken up just way too much of my capital and time and liquidity, and a lot of regrets with NFTs. I know a lot of people say like, oh, I regret, I wouldn't be here without the communities and stuff, dude. Yeah, I'd be a little bit further with the Solana I would have had, and especially if I would have sold that Solana over 200. But at the end of the day, yeah, lessons, no lessons. I mean, no losses, only lessons, right? Aside from that, the biggest craze right now on Crypto X is all the content creators are figuring out that you can do like the repost video now. So everyone's just posting their like TikTok video and just like a post with them in front of it, just talking in front of a camera, no subtitles, dude. And like they're banging for like thousands of impressions and stuff, and people are thinking like they're amazing content creators and shit now. But they're just pushing the algorithm on this new feature, and I think it's a lot of like low effort content. Granted, I'm not the greatest content creator at all. I don't even like really claim to be a content creator. I just like exist in the space as a fox, and I just do things. But like people that like really take content seriously and claim to be a content creator, they're just like, I knew this was bearish as soon as it released, and I held back from posting like a bearish video. I had filmed it and I was posting. Like we got these videos before like GTA 6, but my biggest gripe with X is their inability to ship for spaces and streams, which, in my opinion, would help elevate them to the next level. Because they put a lot of work into AI, right? Grok is pretty good. Grok's good. It's not the best. It's not better than Claude or ChatGPT, but it's good. It's good enough for what it is on an app that you pay like $10 a month for. Free if you're an affiliate. So, like, if you want to capture the rest of the audience from social media, like, what are we missing? We have the same things as everything else. You have the same thing essentially as Instagram. You have the same things now as like TikTok. They have the video feature you could scroll through. But like the biggest difference that they don't have are spaces and streams. Right? Because like IG streams, whatever, dude, and TikTok streams apparently do really well, but it's really hard to do TikTok streams because they force you to do like the TikTok studio. Otherwise, you have to have a separate device and just be streaming from your phone. And I see a lot of people do that. But X like has, and especially with their superior creator reward program, if they would at least show a path towards monetization for streams and spaces, we'd be in such a better place. Right? And it's just when Elon ran the space with Trump and they had over 1 million viewers live, I really thought Elon was like, okay, this is the future. We're gonna put more into this, because spaces are brilliant. They're live audio podcasts that anyone can join the conversation. Like it felt like a phone call between Trump and Elon that we were all listening to. And if we had enough motion at any time and Elon would have let us up, you could have like requested the mic in any other space and they bring you up and now you can interact live. It's brilliant. It's so amazing. It's like the old like Clubhouse days or whatever, dude. Like when people used to do that. And then streaming on here is pretty decent. They got the live chat. It's easy. You can go in between. They have the little features now. You can pop, keep the stream open, but still be like surfing X. But there's no like dashboard. There's no live chat in spaces. There's still like a really, really bad delay. On Kick and Twitch, the delay is like maybe a couple seconds. On spaces, it's like a good 6 or 7 seconds. And on streams, it's like a good like 10 seconds, 10 plus seconds. So, and they could be doing a lot more. They could be doing a lot more for the platform. And Nikita, I talked about like Nikita had hinted about it. He like tweeted at like Aiden Ross and Neon or whatever and was like, oh, come stream on X, like new dashboard coming soon. But then like nothing shit. Also XPay, everyone's kind of waiting on that. We're all excited for that feature. But I don't know, man. I think this new one, I get it. Why? I think this was a low-hanging fruit ship. You know what I mean? Like I feel like this was in the pipeline. And it's a buffer in between the big launches that they're trying to do, which is XPay. Hopefully that they fix these streamings because Nikita did tweet about the dashboard, and I think that's gonna really change everything. You know, because like no one's going on here for like Instagram photos, like, and people are going on here for mainly politics. Mainly, like people don't know, like X is like one of like the biggest political platforms in the world. You know, people, a majority of the audience on here are out here talking politics every single day in every single country and all across the world. Bearish. Bearish, you know? But we're also sitting here talking crypto every single day. So I don't know. Lesser of two evils, I guess. I'm joking. Crypto's the future. But realistically, man, I think that this was just a buffer feature in between what they're like really about that shit. And I'm excited. I'm excited because I'm a longtime X supporter. I hate, like, I'm not a big fan of, like, Meta, Facebook, Instagram. Like, I literally just use WhatsApp. That's, like, my only connection with Meta. Just because WhatsApp is really good, like, internationally. When you know people internationally, it's like, WhatsApp's, you know, really good. But it's still, I feel, like, really kind of vulnerable, like, even putting any information in through WhatsApp because, you know, Zuckerberg, you know, so I trust Elon more than Zuckerberg for sure. So I don't know, man, and you know, I'm streaming on Kick and Twitch, but you know, we're streaming crypto. You know, I'm not out here playing Rocket League or Minecraft, so I don't think I'm gonna build up a huge audience there. And I'm not like one of these. I mean, like, I could be out here doing, like, IRL content, but, I mean, dude, that's, like, I need a cameraman for that, dude. I'm not gonna be walking around with, like, you know, a selfie stick, trying to run, like, a data and, like, a janky stream, because I'm out here international. And also, like, I tried doing the live streams at Accelerate and a few events, like Breakpoint and stuff, and it's really hard. You have to have, like, a really good connection with Wi-Fi. That's why they walk around with those packs. Like the real streamers that do like the real IRLs, like they got the cameraman walking around with that pack because it keeps like 5 different data sources, so you never lose connection on your stream. Yeah, I don't. I like X the most, man. YouTube's really good. YouTube's really good, but also like the creator reward and how they monetize accounts. X is by far superior. X and TikTok pay the most for like creators if you're like making content on those platforms. Those are the two that pay the most. But other than that, let's see what else is going on. Trying not to best to look at the charts right now. Charts are really bad. But on the good news, we do have some good news with Solana. There was a new announcement. Wait, what's this? Oh, loop scale. Dude, I think the founder Mary is brilliant. It's a really good platform. But just like, dude, just like drop the token already. They've been farming this airdrop for like the absolute longest. Like this points airdrop. There's no. If you're trying to start on Loop Scale, there's no point. People have like billions of points already. You know what I mean? I have no idea how they're going to distribute this airdrop, and that's a problem with like points. You know, once it goes on for too long, then it's just it becomes like, you know, it's just like a band-aid. You know, like once you like announce a token, you have points. Like that's it. Like it's like sharks. There's blood in the water. You know, the farmers come out. It's pumping liquidity through this, absolutely farming this so they can grab a token and just send it to zero because they have no dedication towards this. But in the meantime, like Loopscale is doing their thing, and they're like profiting and making money along the way. And she's brilliant. Like this lady Mary, she's super smart. I see her on all these like big interviews and stuff, going on podcasts and like news channels. So like I think does like an awesome job. But I just hate like Loopscale's point system. I'm not even farming it, like the airdrop anymore. I was like doing it for a while because they even had like a pool with like ZBTC with Zeus, because I was holding the Zeus token for a while on Bitcoin with Bitcoin, because they had like a pool, and then it was earning like 3%, excuse me, 3%, which I was cool with, and then it like dropped to like 1, and then they were also like rewarding me the Zeus token, and then they stopped, and I was like, okay, I'm done with this, you know, and I saw the points, and after like, I think like a couple days, I had like checked back on it to like see like what was going on and like and how it was working, and like claim the Zeus tokens to like see like how the process was, and I already had like 180,000 points, you know, in the matter of like a couple days. So I was like, there's no way, there's no way. Like what? I can imagine if you had like 16 points, but like once people start getting into like the millions of points, billions of points for like a token airdrop, it's number one, it is really like daunting to anyone else that's like trying to be part of like that ecosystem, you know, that's trying to like actually, you know, like wants to like get involved and be rewarded. And it's just like, how do you distribute the rewards based on that? You have to break down the numbers anyway. You have to like convert it into now at this point like the millions or like, you know, the 100,000s and stuff. So if you're gonna do the points, keep it like a much lower point system. It feels like more in reach, you know. Like if the leaderboard is if the top score is like 120, and I just earned, you know, like a 1.2 this week, you know, for depositing in a bonus, that like feels like okay, that's like a little bit more like I could be in somewhat reach if I'm depositing more or like compounding and waiting longer. But airdrops, man, there's like it's hard, and I'm farming them right now, and I'm even like thinking like, wow, I'm here I am, like footing my own bags basically, saying airdrops don't work as I'm farming airdrops. But you know, platforms are gonna pay you to use the platform, and then from that they get like valuable data that they use to improve, make iterations, so get rewarded for it. You know, it's one of like the awesome things we're doing here in crypto. The problem is that not every one of these platforms needs a token. So they should just airdrop USDC, you know, or Solana. Sometimes you just don't need a token, right? Like for Loopscale, right here, it's an awesome platform, right? Great platform, amazing team, great founder. Works perfect. Even their Seeker dApp works amazing. What do they need a token for? What am I going to do with the Loopscale token that I'm not going to do with any other token that I could provide liquidity or put onto like the Loopscale platform and earn yield on? Like, and that's what I don't understand. It's like, oh, we're going to make this token now. And there's usually three things. It's like governance, benefits on the platform, which the only thing that could benefit from the token would be like a boost to the yield. I mean, or access to like different pools if you hold a certain amount. Like that would be interesting. I haven't seen any real platforms like do that before. Provide like limited pools for holding a certain amount of token or like locking or staking a certain amount of token. Now you have access to these pools and you can use your tokens as collateral against. But I don't really see like what are you going to do with the Loopscale token? Like Loop like it's gonna go loop right to zero, dude. Like that's unfortunate truth because loop scale doesn't need a token. Everything works great on the platform as is. They're already onboarding more users. They're diversifying the assets on the platform. They're adding deeper liquidity pools. They're doing a great job. They don't need a token. They don't need a token. The only reason that they would need a token is for acquisition and to give out ownership and equity. And that's where we have the issues with token ownership then because now you if you launch this token, right, and you're giving out equity, that's vesting team. The real problem comes down to when the project's acquired, right? When MoonPay comes around, all of a sudden they just decide like, yeah, we're gonna acquire Loopscale today. Yeah, and they just acquire Loopscale, and then everyone who's holding the Loop token is left holding the bag because that's not part of the deal. Like MoonPay is not gonna like acquire Loopscale to be like, okay, we're gonna acquire your tech, your revenue generating tech, and all of this successful API, and we're also gonna deliver on the promises you made on your token that you launched to raise money with. Like they're not gonna do it. That's why you never see this happening. That's why when Coinbase acquired Vector.fun, they had no interest in like Tensor Marketplace, the Tensorians, the Tensor token. They wanted Vector.fun. They wanted that technology and that team that made that because they have a plan for what they're gonna do with that. So you just loop scale. My don't launch the token. Just don't convert the points into like some sort of like USDC claim or some sort of pool, or you could put the points into like something where you earn USDC over time if you like match liquidity. I don't know. You're big brain. This girl Mary's super big brain, so she can figure it out. But don't drop it. You shouldn't even drop a token at this point. People have been farming this airdrop for years, or it feels like years. It's been one of those long airdrops. How long has it been? Let's actually research that. Let's pull up our handy dandy Claude. How long has the loop scale point system currently been going on? Yeah, we're gonna. Yeah. Do you have to do this in front of me, Claude? Is this what like Claude extension does? It's just taking me on this like. I don't wanna. What the fox? I actually haven't used the the extension before actually. I just like instinctively just pulled it up because I didn't have the tab open right now. And now it's like now I'm like seeing how the sausage is made basically. Like Claude is like basic. It's shout out Loki. Loki, you're in Claude's research. That's wild. Do I have to watch this? Do I have to watch all this? That's lame. Shout out our chat. All right, wait, we got people in the chat. Jeez. Okay. Yo, shout out KC. Love you, fam. Thanks for being in here. Ginzu says he's smoking on that Knicks pack tonight, boys. Wait, what? Go Knicks. Tied 76. Well, I hope they win, bro. Actually, I put prediction on the Knicks to win on Hunch. New platform, so I mean I hope they win. I could really care less. I'm originally from New York, so I guess it would be cool if they won. I don't really watch basketball too much though. Okay, so what are we doing with the loop scale points? Oh yeah, Nick's up. Sorry, Ginzu. I gotta keep an eye on the chat actually a little bit better. I'm gonna actually keep the chat on a side screen over here. So I can, yeah, keep this. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's perfect. What's going on with Claude? Did he come up with an answer for me? I'm really, like, kind of, like, annoyed that Claude's, like, I'm not doing this extension thing ever again. All right, let's go back to Solana. All right, what else is going on in the news? All right, so we covered my my rant on. Check out Magic Block. I saw them present at Accelerate Hong Kong. Really good team, really good founder. Super cool. Arceum stay winning. Shout out Soul Brothers podcast, putting on an amazing ecosystem call. A few technical issues worked through, like champs. Dude, Claude, like, what is going on, man? Why do you have to, like... Alright. I take back everything good I ever said about Claude, bro. Claude's bearish. Let me do the regular chat. Alright. Alright, so Claude's gonna do his thing. What else has been shipping on Solana? SHX Stronghold. Is this a token or a stable coin? Oh, it's a token, I think. SHX. Let's check it out. Can't find it in Soulflare. Doesn't exist. Not buying it. But at least they're building on Solana. Comments are brutal sometimes. You gotta check the comments to get like the real vibe of what's going on. And you gotta like scroll down, past like the people that you'll follow and like the main like supporters that they'll boost up because the project likes it and it engages. But oof. All right, we're launching the first portfolio margin lending protocol in DeFi. I feel like this exists before. This can't be the first portfolio margin lending protocol. Like this. I don't think so. I don't think so. And right now, dude, these protocols are going like everyone in my bags are going to zero in all these DeFi protocols, man. Like they're all going to zero. Why isn't AI smart enough to short the market and realize that the Strait of Hormuz and Jim Cramer are causing all this? Short it. Like my Hilo X stock. Bro, my Hilo X Sol is down tremendously. I don't know if I mentioned that earlier in the stream, but we're down 40% on Hilo X Sols. I bought more, we're buying more. We got a DCA in. Solana eventually has to go up eventually, right? So we'll see. Oh, let's go. Yo, Ginzu catching big dubs. Love to see it. Let's see actually how are my predictions doing? Am I up right now? We're up on one of the picks right now. It's looking good. No, I'm not joking. I'm joking. It's looking really bad. We are down. Oof. Yeah, prediction's not my game either. Neither is DeFi. Neither's trading. Or streaming and shit, it seems like too. I gotta find a skill set I'm really good at. It's not making money, apparently. All right, what else we got going on? X402s. Oh yeah, this was bullish. I was waiting for the follow up on this because they announced this at Accelerate that Solana and Google Cloud working together for pay.sh. So that like agents basically pay and settle on Solana. Surprise, surprise. Went to the fastest chain, like almost near instant finality. Who would have thought? Increasing bandwidth and reducing latency. You know, like who would have thought scaling would have been what they're going for. Yo, shout out BitRobot. I gotta get them on stream. Actually, that reminds me. I gotta follow up with BitRobot and put that on my to-do list for today. We had a chat going on with them, and we're supposed to follow up with them anyway for this campaign that we're working on. That happens a lot. Like I think of things, and before I like forget, when I'm like, oh yeah, I gotta like follow up, I just like immediately will just write that down. If I can't do it like right away, like I'm not gonna go and like message like their BitRobot team right now, but I just throw it on I have like a to-do list. I'm the most productive with a to-do list. Without my to-do list, like I'm lost, because then also you get caught on little side missions, right? Like you go into a day and you're like, okay, I'm gonna get these things done on my to-do list. This is what I'm gonna get done. But then I also plan at this point, like I've learned to plan to be like, okay, if I need to pivot because I get pulled on a little side mission today, then this one is the to-do list that I'm gonna like, I'll take care of this, and I'll follow up with this on the other. You gotta like plan for it. Cause in Web3, all of a sudden something happens, people hit you up, all of a sudden like, hey, can you find me this information? I need to get this and this for something I'm working on. And I don't like to be the team member that's like, yeah, I'll get that to you. When do you need it by? Like I'm gonna if you message me for something, you're on my team. If anyone on the Soulflare team messages me for something, I'm literally stopping everything I'm doing. Unless I'm literally running the Soulflare live stream, I'm stopping what I'm doing. I'm taking care of that right away, like immediately. Like you'll have that with like answer within the next 10 minutes. Like hopefully I'll have it done within the hour. I'll have like whatever you're like requesting within the hour done, because that's just how I operate on the team. Because I'll be all right. I'll push myself if I need to like procrastinate on a couple things. Like I work great under pressure. Also, like if there's 20 minutes left on the clock and I got like an hour left of work to do, like I'll get it done and I'll make it look great. So I can always handle that. But I want to be that team member that they can rely on. They're like, okay, if I ask Quicks, like I can assume that this is gonna get done like right away, and this is like off of my plate now. Because then if let's say they needed like that part, like one of my team members hit me up this week they needed like specific metrics from like a certain for the streams, for like something that they were working on for like a presentation. And I immediately I had a Notion doc, went to it, saw that the like couple streams weren't updated, went in, updated analytics, it uploaded in the Notion doc, sent them the information, answered a couple questions that they had, done. Within 20, 30 minutes, everything that they needed from my end for the presentation was done. Had I put that off and just kept like doing my thing and like going about my day and doing my stream, and I was like, oh, I'll get it done. I can just kick the can down the road. Then I could have been like I would have been like the last person on the team that they were waiting on to complete their presentation. Bearish. I don't want to do that. And then, start going out, asking, other people on my team, hey, what's going on with Quicks? I needed this. You didn't get this done. That's just, you don't need that, dude. Like, just work hard. And if someone asks you for something, like, just get it done immediately so you don't have to, like, add it on to your to-do list later. And then whatever. Sometimes you got to work a little bit late and get some things done on the to-do list. But I'll tell you what, those late nights when you complete those, like, to-do list things and you finish and it's like, super late or whatever, but like you knocked out a bunch of things, you had one of those productive days, dude, that's like one of the greatest feelings in Web3. We're not watching videos right now because I didn't figure out how to get the sound. I keep forgetting to test on the guests. So how I'm supposed to get these videos fixed without the echo is I'm supposed to actually join, not as like on my video screen share on OBS, but as a guest on Video Ninja. So we'll see. Yo, shout out Jorge. This is an amazing video, dude. He was going around ripping Pokemon packs. There's Gigi. And the girl at the end ripped the fire pack. Of course, this dude won it. He got the Pikachu hat on, dude. RWAs are crazy. Shout out Collector Crip. Told you guys, man, that card token has been my saving grace this week, dude. Seriously, shout out Maurice, like making sure I was into it, bro. Because providing liquidity to that, I'm already outperforming a lot of like down bad bags I have. I don't know if I've mentioned how down I am on the XSOL high low, but we're hoping this airdrop makes up for it, bro. Or the price of Solana turns around, because then I'll make a bunch of money on XSOL, and the price of Solana will be up, and we'll get airdropped. So that hopefully is like the situation. The other situation is we're just gonna have to keep just burning money. We've been burning money all year into the ecosystem. Everything we've been buying is down, you know? Everything. What can we do? Except Pokemon cards. Shout out D-Flow. Legends. Yo, you see? Sunrise teaming up with Meteora. Dynamic assets. On-chain ownership of real-world things everyone wants to trade but can easily access. Wait, does this mean I can pay? Yep. Collectibles, inventories, real-world RWAs. Damn. All right, that was the first dynamic asset, SV151, a tokenized share of sealed Pokemon SV151 packs. The original 151. Oh, so this is like one of those. This is one of those tokens that oh man, what do you call those? Remember where they were buying like Mad Lads with the token, and if you own the token, you own a part of all the Mad Lads that were bought or whatever. I forget what those tokens are called. But anyway, this is the same thing. This is brilliant to actually do the 151, the original. Those are the most expensive. Those are like the OG ones. And then with Meteora, I'm sure I can just buy that token, put it into a pool at USDC, and let it rip. We got to be really careful with the Pokemon meta coming up with like the 30-year anniversary. I have no idea how it's going to go. A lot of people are saying that it's going to like we're heading towards like the top with the 30th anniversary. But other people are saying like this is just the beginning, you know? Pokemon are here forever. It's a hedge against inflation. You know. We'll see. All right. Well, I was just messaged by my quant that I should take profits in my Knicks position. But I feel like they could win this. You know, I don't know. I might be a dumb down bad fox. But if the Knicks win, it would be a much better payout than right now. All right, let's check the chat. What's up? Crypto Block Party. What's going on, fam? It's good to see you. He's just here still fudding the crap out of Solana, currently going to $45. Yeah, you're not right, fam. Looks like it's going to $45. It very might well go to $45. Which is, you know, I don't think it's going to help the geckos at all either, you know. But maybe more people are going to buy NFTs again. Maybe if we go to $45 Solana, we'll have an NFT cycle, NFT bull run again. We'll see. All right, what else is going on in Solana news? Oh man, I went back one too many. Cross-chain messaging. I'm sure AIs are going to use this. And I never understood like messaging on chain. I don't really like who's going to use that. Just shoot me a message on X. Yeah, I remember. I told you guys last stream. Keep an eye on this cohort. These are projects you can get in early on. You know, this is like definitely something you want to keep an eye on. Raikou, man, this team just keeps shipping, dude. Oh, they got their LST. If I wasn't so illiquid, I would definitely put some Solana into there, but I am definitely spread thin right now. But this will be a good month, dude. We got payday coming up. We're going to Island DAO. Hopefully there's some like rich influencers at Island DAO that'll pick up all the tabs, you know, every night. And the Island Out team always makes sure we're taken care of, dude. They put on like such a good event. They have like lunch every day, and we're still in Thailand, so it's like really cheap to eat dinner and stuff, dude. I'm not gonna be going out crazy partying. You know, if anything, we go and we hang out at this place called 99 Bar, shoot some pool, maybe like once or twice. We'll go out to like one of those like beach club bars where the drinks are like 300 baht, but it's whatever, dude. You know, like $9 a drink. But you're on a beach and they got like fire and there's a pool and there's a bunch of bunch of people. Yo, this Solana MasterCard partnership is really good. Yeah. My Quan says I'm an idiot, and this is why I'm poor. Because I refuse to take profits, you know, with the hopium of being a moon boy. It's gonna go to 1 million market cap. I don't know, dude. Like ROI to me is like, you know, a few bucks could turn into, you know, a couple bucks could turn into a few bucks, you know, or it could all go to zero, you know. If I sell now, then I have nothing else to watch, you know. And it's like, you know, because I'm not gonna buy back in, you know. I was in a good position before they even made it into the finals, so we're good right now. All right, introducing Pax, a Solana native SOV for collect. I keep hearing SOV a lot, and I'm not even like 100% sure what an SOV is, but pack holders get rewarded with Pax as they stake and hold. What? Let's see how this is going. Visit pax.supply. How much is this? How does this work? Is this like... Wait, hold on. Let me make sure. Oh, yeah. I'm not using the Soulflare streaming funds for this. That's bearish. All right. Well, it was reposted by Solana officially, so I'm hoping that we can trust this. Let's see. Let's try this out. Okay. All right, what are we doing here? Oh, this is like whatchamacallit. This is like this is whatchamacallit. It's like ore. Okay, wait. So we got a 0.1 soul. We'll do like we gotta pick a Gengar. We gotta pick Mew. Pick Eevee. Charizard. We'll do 5 of them. And the Growlithe one, my favorite. All right. So let's see how this works. So we're deploying... I have no idea what I'm doing either. I have no idea. I've never used this platform before. What just happened? Oh, the round is about to... All right. All right, so we got 5 tiles, right? And we just lost. And that's how you lose 0.05 Solana in about 12 seconds. All right, give me some Pokemon. Let's try this one more time. We're gonna bet one more time on this. Pick five more Pokemon. All right, wait, we're not. We're sticking with Gengar. Come on, guys. We got 30 seconds. Snorlax just won. I'm going to go with Eevee this time. I'm going to grab Bulbasaur. I don't see any in the chat. You got 20 seconds left. And I have a feeling one of these sea monsters are going to win. So I'm going to grab both of them. All right, I didn't see any Pokemons. We got like 12 seconds left. We got to get this in. I just want to see if I win and like what I win. If I win like a pack, I guess. All right, let's see. Damn it, Charmander. I picked Bulbasaur. All right. Well, we just lost point 0.1 Solana on this platform, and we got nothing to show for it. Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, I should have just ripped some packs on Collector Crypt. Well, that's how you lose some money in the ecosystem. But we're supporting, you know. Literally, I've been supporting Solana for years, just dumping money into the Solana and Thailand ecosystem and economy. Yo, shout out Jonas. This was a really good video, dude. Jonas is amazing. He's works in the Solana Foundation. Genius, like genius level, and also is an amazing content creator, low key. Puts out these amazing videos, does great editing and stuff. Like, look at this. This is incredible. And shout out Soulflare, front and center. But this is a really new, cool feature for subscription models on Solana. Because basically, TLDR, you used to only be able to have like one subscription. And if Hulu tried to charge and you had Netflix in there, you know, it couldn't process the Hulu transaction. It could only do like one transaction, one subscription at a time. Now you can do multiple, you know, authorizations. You know, like right here in the video, it's showing, look, you have to like swap out one or the other, you know, the bearish, you know. Now you can do all your subscription services. All easy in your Soulflare wallet, dude. Solana, man. It's just, there's no point. There's no point in anything else except owning one Bitcoin, a bunch of Solana and SPL related tokens and projects, and then stablecoins. And because on like stablecoins is like my saving grace, dude. Without stablecoins, dude, like I would be at zero, dude. Like 100%. Stablecoins is the only reason I'm not currently at zero or trending towards zero. The only problem is I keep like swapping the stablecoins for other tokens that end up going to zero. So we gotta work on this, fam. We got a lot of work to do. You know, Solana Mobile, Seeker, dude. I'm recently been getting back onto it. I actually fell down to level 3, on-chain level 3 from 4. So kind of bearish. But it's because, you know, I've been traveling. I haven't really been focused too much. It was like those 2 weeks of like Miami Accelerate. I didn't really use the Seeker at all. The following week, traveling back, I didn't really get into it. It was like a couple days on and off. But I didn't, you know, I didn't follow through like I was supposed to on that. So, but now we're grinding, staking SKR again, swapping, transacting. Grabbed another Gib meme deck to put in shout out bangers. And that's actually been a consistent little revenue stream for me, dude. Some of those packs, like every other, like maybe like once a week, twice a week, it'll bring back like soul and flies. And like a couple times I got like 0.04 soul, 0.05 soul. That's how bullish, dude. I just grab another pack. And the app's gotten so much better now. Gib meme has gotten so good, and you can actually go on and just secure the packs. Because honestly, I don't mint the packs anymore because I've gotten some doubles. And they made a new feature now. You can burn 2 and get 1. But even then, you still get a chance to like get a double. So now you could just go on in your inventory and just shop. So I'll just like go and shop and just grab, you know, like a bunch of different ones that I want to collect, you know, to build my own pack. So bullish. But yeah, and shout out Solana 4, Jack and the team starting this new series ship for Solana Mobile. Absolutely bullish. This is crazy news. This is absolutely crazy news, dude. Helium has been acquired by Noble Mobile. Noble Mobile has acquired Helium, Helium Mobile. Which honestly, like props to GG's on that entire team. You guys have known for the longest time. I've been a big supporter of the Helium ecosystem. From all the way back in the days from Bobcat miners, okay? Shout out like Solana OGs that know, or real deep in Solana OGs that know those Bobcat miners, okay? But I didn't, and then I had the outdoor hotspots for Helium. Had the phone plan came out, Helium Mobile crushed it. Amazing team. Amazing team. This is like really good news for Solana and for Helium Mobile. Like shout out. They had the big partnership with MovieCo out in Mexico. Big distribution. This is what I love to see. This is what I love to see. I wonder what's gonna happen with the mobile token though. That's like the one thing we always got to worry about, fam. All right, a couple more things on the news. Then we got to start going. I got to get some work done today. It's looking like a cloudy day. I might go to class later. I might just like stay home and do a workout. My foot's kind of like been like a little bit bag work kind of. And I'm an old fox. Old fox, push myself too hard sometimes trying to keep up with the younger guys in like classes. So we're gonna switch actually to private classes now so that I don't get judged. But I feel like with the private classes, I don't push as hard, and like the instructors then kind of like are like, oh, he's been a little lazy. I can be a little bit lazy. He already paid, So the classes, I definitely feel like I get more value from, or I push myself a little bit harder trying to keep up with the younger kids. But yeah, we might have to have some private solo sessions for a little bit till we recover. Let's see what else is going on. Wing bits. No idea what this is. Another like protocol in Solana. Phoenix. I downloaded that app, the Clash of Perps, but it's not even working. The activation code doesn't work for Phoenix, and it's just like not a good like actual like this is someone from played like Clash of Clans for years. It's a terrible like system of like leveling up, of battling, It just doesn't make sense. You spend 200 gold to go on a battle and you'll win like 6 gold, 8 gold. It's just like the ROI is just like investing in crypto. Oh man, look, Solana Events giving out a free ticket to London. React to this post with a video, of course. Everyone's leaning into this like X meta, but look at it, banging 51K impressions. Solana did the same thing. They were like, react to this video. But winning a ticket to Breakpoint, man, worth it. Worth it. Yo, shout out Crypto Block Party. He said to tell my quant to be quiet. It's moon or nothing. This is why it's called the Moon Show, not the Low Earth Orbit Show, the Leo Show. That's fire. That's a fire comment right there. It's moon or zero. Yeah. Oh, Refi Hub. I got in on this with CraftStep, dude. Shout out PFO. Do $100 into this. We'll see how it goes. I don't know if it filled yet. I haven't checked on it since, but it was last time when I would put in my bid, it was like 30-something%. Yeah, Collector Crypt is just crushing it right now. Monkey Foundry. We had them on stream. Seems like all these projects we've had on stream before, Underrated and undervalued. That's what I should call Soulflare Live in the Moon Show. All right. We're basically all caught up with the news. And I don't know if you heard, but the market's going down, and we have video reacts now to post. Aside from that, it's pretty much same old, same old. We have so much going on with Soulflare. This week's like the final preparation. I need to like actually get like a bunch of things done on the computer this week, because next week is going to be nonstop. You're going to see this Fox all over the timeline, streaming. So excited for everything that we're shipping. And I'm excited to be at Island Owl. I can't wait to be with the fam again. We have a big week coming up next week. So, and I'll be streaming from them all next week, the Moon Show. I'll be streaming live at Island Owl, which is going to be fun. It's going to be hard because next week's going to be rough because we got a bunch of calls and streams like late at night. So like I'm going to be like basically working all next week. I'm not going to be able to go out to like 99 bar and stuff. We're going to go out this weekend, hang out with the boys, and then lock in all week. We're going to be working late nights, waking up early, going to the villa, getting the stream done. Probably leaving the villa like a little early, going to take a nap or something, depending on the schedule though, because like there's always such like good things going on during the day, all the different workshops. But it's real Asia hours, man. When we're out here, dude, especially next week. Next week's like grind week. So next week and the week after, we're gonna really work hard. I'll probably take like a week vacation the week after, and it's probably gonna be for the first time that I'm gonna take like a week off from the Soulflare Live. Cause bro, I have not missed, bro. I was checking, like there was no week that like had to be rescheduled. There was there was 2 weeks where we ran the stream on different days, where it was on a Wednesday because it just aligned with something that Soulflare was doing. Oh no, it was only 1 week. It was only 1 week we did that. And then because there was another week where we ran the stream and then also another stream for Magic, so we ran 2 streams that same week. But I haven't missed, bro, 44 episodes coming up on, right? This is episode number 44 coming up this week, I think. Let me double check. Yeah, episode number 44. Bro, I don't miss. Consistency. Because once you miss that 1 week, those couple weeks, you take off, it's so hard to get back into it, man. It's so hard. And most shows don't make it to the 10 episodes. Or fail shortly after. Even a bigger majority also fail shortly after. We're now at episode coming up on 44, and I'm locked in Foxton. I don't think I'm gonna take a week off. Even if I do, I'll just run it for an hour. I'll just run like a moon show type Soulflare live stream, where I'm like, listen, I'm on Foxy vacation, but we're not missing. We're not missing. No, I'm joking. I'll schedule a guest. We put in the work. And then we got a lot coming up in July and August. I'm still trying to figure out our event that we're trying to run. And I was also invited to come out to Croatia, which I love. I love Croatia. I love Split. To do Super Team Balkans, having a what we call it? Their like startup village or builder product demo day. I forget all the names of all these like different events, but they're putting on like their event in August. So if we're not doing this campaign that I wanted to do, or if it's like being cut short, or we're making audibles on that, then I'll make it out to Croatia in August. But if not, we're locked in Foxton, July, August in Thailand here, streaming, big event going on this summer. And then we'll be out in Brazil September, October until Breakpoint in London. And I'm hyped. I couldn't be more excited, especially for Brazil, dude. I've never been to South America, Latin America. It's gonna be my first experience, and I'm gonna be with the Super Team Brazil guys. I just posted yesterday a little video. Shout out Sagadao, like clipping the moon show, making some real degenerate clips, dude. I didn't realize like how not family friendly the moon show is. But this is when I get to like kind of let my fox hair down a little bit, loosen up my bandana, tell you guys how I'm really feeling without having to hold back punches. I can't go on Soulflare Live. Be saying how like I'm upset about like my DeFi bags down, but I can fox and complain about that on the Moon Show, and you guys are tuning in for that, which I appreciate. Love you guys. Yeah, crypto block party. Appreciate you tuning in. We're all building on Solana, and yeah, it's a good time to spot and buy hold. I mean, I've been being told that since $150 Solana, and now we're like sub 70 bucks. So yeah, I don't know. I'm not here. I'm just here to lose money and support the ecosystem. And I mean, hopefully we catch some wins here and there along the way, dude. But man, it is far and few between. So we'll see. We'll see how we're doing. But anyway, we're going to start wrapping things up here today because I'm streaming a little over an hour. I'm trying to keep these right around like an hour or so. It doesn't seem to have too much engagement tonight because, again, it is down bad market conditions. But appreciate those tuning in, no matter where you are in the world. It meant the world to us because you could have been anywhere in the world, but you were live or watching back because it is recorded. The Moon Show, Monday through Friday, 10 p.m., streaming now. Used to be a space. Now we're streaming. Except on Thursdays. We actually do run a space still on Thursdays with the famous foxes. So tune in for that. But until then, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Much love. Hold strong.